Welcome to a journey through Ghana, a land where tradition meets beauty, and every corner tells a story. From sacred waterfalls to vibrant festivals, get ready to discover 15 fascinating facts about one of Africa's most captivating countries. Let's dive in. Number 15, Ghana, a symbol of freedom and hope for Africa. When you think of freedom and resilience in Africa, one name stands tall: Ghana. Perched proudly on the Atlantic coast of West Africa, Ghana shines like a gem, not just for its geography, but for what it represents. It's the land where the Greenwich Meridian, the zero line of longitude, passes, a powerful symbol of balance between East and West. But Ghana is far more than just a spot on the map. Its tropical climate dances between two seasons: a gentle, life-giving wet season and the dry months when the harmattan winds sweep down from the Sahara, cloaking the land in sand and mystery. Each season adds a unique rhythm to the land's character. But the real soul of Ghana lies in its people. Home to over 33 million citizens, most of them youth, Ghana pulses with energy, ambition, and potential. Over 100 ethnic groups call this country home, weaving a rich cultural tapestry where English serves as a unifying thread. And then there's the flag, a powerful symbol of pride. Red for the blood of heroes who fought for freedom, gold for the wealth beneath the soil, green for the lush forests that breathe life into the land. At its center, a black star, the guiding light, a tribute to Ghana becoming the first sub-Saharan African nation to gain independence in 1957. That star lit the path for liberation movements across Africa. Number 14, Ghanaian women, gracefully carrying the world. In the lively streets of Accra or the colorful chaos of rural markets, there's a sight that will stop you in your tracks. Ghanaian women balancing the world on their heads. With effortless grace, they carry everything from baskets of tropical fruits and trays of warm bread to towering loads of market goods, all perfectly balanced, no hands needed. But don't let the ease fool you. This is not just a skill, it's an art passed down through generations. Their secret? A simple, beautiful headscarf, not just for style, but to cushion the weight and keep everything steady. Watch closely, and you'll see something remarkable. They walk like royalty, light on their feet, chatting with neighbors, smiling with warmth, as if they weren't balancing 40 pounds of coconuts. These women aren't just carrying goods. They're carrying tradition, strength, and pride. They embody a spirit of resilience, balancing the burdens of daily life with dignity and grace. Number 13, the man with 100 wives. Legend or legacy? In northern Ghana, where cultural traditions run deep, polygamy is more than a practice, it's part of the social fabric. Here, a man's status isn't just measured by wealth or land, but by his ability to care for many wives and children, a reflection of strength, leadership, and divine blessing. But one man took this tradition to an entirely new level. Meet Mr. Kanu Adai, a man whose story has stunned people around the globe. It's said he married over 100 wives and fathered hundreds of children, creating a living legend woven from tradition, faith, and sheer willpower. Each wife wasn't just a spouse, but a pillar in what became a vast, organized family kingdom. Responsibilities were shared. Some cooked, others cared for children, and many worked the land. It was a rotating system, as efficient as a machine, and as structured as a small nation. So, how did he maintain harmony in such a massive household? Mr. Kanu Adai once explained simply, "The gods gave me the mission and the strength to love and protect them all." When he stepped out with his family, the sight was said to resemble an ancient emperor, surrounded by his wives and a sea of children. But of course, peace wasn't guaranteed. Disputes and rivalries naturally arose, yet Mr. Adai's calm demeanor and mediation skills reportedly kept things from falling apart. Number 12, welcoming the new year. With Ters, New Year's Day is a time of celebration around the world. But in Ghana, it begins with something deeply emotional and surprisingly loud. In many Ghanaian communities, families don't celebrate indoors, but instead gather in palm leaf huts, created just for this occasion. There, a powerful ritual takes place, one that might leave outsiders confused or even moved. If the previous year was filled with loss, hardship, or misfortune, the family cries loudly together on New Year's Day. It's believed this collective mourning drives away bad luck and clears the path for blessings in the year ahead. But if the old year was good, then the tone shifts. Laughter, dancing, and joyful noise fill the air as the family celebrates their good fortune and gives thanks. This emotional start to the year sets a powerful tone, blending reflection with hope. So if you're in Ghana on January 1st, don't be surprised if the streets are filled with the sound of weeping instead of fireworks. There's more. In coastal areas like Osu and Accra, there's a sacred New Year's silence. Playing music on this day is strictly forbidden out of respect for the sea goddess Momwater or Mamiwata. Locals believe that loud music may anger her and bring disaster to fishing communities, a belief so strong the ban can last until May. And of course, no New Year's celebration in Ghana is complete without food. Dishes like fried rooster and a vibrant spinach and tuna salad are served with pride. Number 11A Sacred Rite. Coming of age in the Krobo tribe. In the lush eastern region of Ghana, where emerald mountains meet winds that whisper stories of centuries past, a powerful and beautiful ritual takes place, one that marks the end of childhood and the beginning of womanhood. This is Dipo, the traditional coming-of-age ceremony of the Krobo people. More than a festival, it's a sacred journey, a rite of passage that transforms girls into women with dignity, grace, and ancestral pride. As dawn breaks, the ritual begins. Young girls kneel by a sacred stream. There, their hair is shaved, symbolizing purification, a gentle farewell to childhood. This cleansing act prepares them for the path ahead, both spiritually and physically. Then comes the adornment. Dressed in radiant traditional garments, the girls wear layers of colorful beads that sparkle in the sunlight, each bead believed to carry stories of the tribe's ancestors, culture, and legacy. Over the days that follow, they face ritual tests, balancing water-filled gourds on their heads without spilling, walking barefoot near fire, and performing sacred dances. These are not mere performances. They teach the girls courage, discipline, and resilience, the virtues every woman must possess. As the final night falls and drums echo through the village, the girls step into the center, glowing in their finest regalia. They dance, a celebration of identity, strength, and transformation. Around them, the entire community gathers in joy and reverence, offering prayers and blessings. Number 10. Ghana, a land of gold, a struggle for survival. Ghana is known as the Gold Coast, a land shimmering with one of the world's most sought-after treasures. In 2023 alone, Ghana produced nearly 4 million ounces of gold, making it one of Africa's top producers. But beneath the glitter of gold lies a stark paradox. In a country so rich in resources, how is it that over 23% of the population still lives below the poverty line? And in Ghana's northern rural regions, the numbers are even more heartbreaking, with poverty rates nearing 50%. Gold mines, the landscape like veins of light, and thousands of hardworking miners dig with unyielding hope. Yet for many, the promise of prosperity never reaches their homes. Basic needs, clean water, healthcare, education, are still out of reach for countless families. In remote villages, daily meals might consist of only sweet potatoes or maize. Children walk miles to attend overcrowded schools, while hospitals remain understaffed and under-equipped. Even with a national literacy rate of around 79%, the gap between urban and rural areas, and between men and women, is sharp and troubling. In the poorest regions, girls' education often suffers first, sacrificed to chores, early marriage, or economic pressure. Number 9. The real cost of living in Ghana. Living in Ghana might seem affordable at first glance, but if you plan to settle in Accra, the capital city, prepare for a surprise. Accra is one of the most expensive cities in Africa, with a cost of living that rivals some Western cities. Rent alone can take a big chunk out of your budget. A modest one-bedroom apartment in the city center can cost you around $900 per month, while a more spacious three-bedroom apartment might shoot up to $2,300. Looking for more affordability? You'll find it in the suburbs, where a one-bedroom unit can go for around $500 or even less. But if you move beyond Accra into smaller towns or rural areas, the difference is dramatic. There, basic accommodations may cost as little as $50 to $100 per month. When it comes to food, local restaurants are relatively affordable, offering meals for about $5. But a three-course dinner for two at a mid-range spot could cost around $50. Grocery prices are mixed. Milk is around $2 a liter, bread $1.50 a loaf, and chicken about $7 per kilogram. Families can save by shopping at open-air local markets instead of supermarkets. Transportation is one of the brighter spots. Public transport, especially the popular Trotro minibuses, is cheap, with a one-way ride costing just 50 cents and monthly passes around $30. Taxis are more costly, averaging $1 per kilometer, and services like Bolt or Uber are widely available, with typical rides ranging from $2 to $6. Utilities? A small apartment's monthly bills, including electricity, water, and garbage collection, usually fall between $50 to $100. Add it all up, and a single person living modestly in Accra's downtown might spend around $1,650 per month, covering essentials like rent, food, and transport. Number 8. Ghana's cultural kaleidoscope. Ghana is a cultural treasure chest, home to more than 100 ethnic groups, each adding its own customs, languages, and traditions to the vibrant national identity. From music to dance, sculpture to storytelling, Ghana pulses with artistic life. Its music is as diverse as its people. Genres like highlife and hiplife, a fusion of highlife and hip-hop, blend traditional beats with modern rhythms. You'll also hear gospel, reggae, and Afrobeat, all played on rich arrays of drums and percussion instruments. But it's the dance that truly electrifies. From ceremonial rituals to joyous street celebrations, dances in Ghana are expressive, physical, and deeply symbolic. Dancers often wear colorful traditional outfits, moving with strength and emotion, each step telling stories of love, struggle, and spiritual belief. Visual arts also flourish here. Bold, colorful paintings, intricate carvings, and symbolic sculptures reflect daily life, nature, and the sacred. Among Ghana's ethnic groups, the Ashanti are particularly well known for their craftsmanship, especially their tiny, intricately made gold figurines used in ancestral worship and as symbols of power and status. Yet not all cultural traditions are embraced equally. One controversial custom is Trikosi, a traditional shrine servitude system still practiced in some communities. In this ritual, young girls are sent to live in shrines to atone for family sins, a practice widely condemned as a violation of human rights. The Ghanaian government has taken steps to restrict and abolish this practice, but its historical and social roots make it a deeply complex issue. Number 7. Ghana's natural wonders. Ghana isn't just a cultural gem. It's also a land of breathtaking natural beauty. One of its most iconic landmarks is Lake Volta, the largest man-made lake in the world by surface area. Formed by the construction of the Akosombo Dam, this vast body of water is not just a marvel of engineering. It's a lifeline for millions of Ghanaians. Traditional wooden boats glide quietly across its surface, ferrying fish and goods, connecting communities, and supporting local trade. Lake Volta provides water for irrigation, hydroelectric power, and economic opportunities through tourism. It's also a powerful symbol of unity, sacrifice, and resilience, especially for the communities who were displaced to make way for the dam's construction. In the Bono East region, you'll find another of Ghana's natural treasures, Kintampo Falls. These cascading waterfalls are more than a scenic attraction. They are seen as spiritually sacred. Number 6. Africa's cocoa powerhouse. When it comes to cocoa, Ghana is a global force. The country consistently ranks as the second largest cocoa producer in the world, just behind Ivory Coast. Cocoa contributes a massive 25.5% of Ghana's total export earnings. It's the heartbeat of the agricultural economy. The industry directly supports around 800,000 farming households and many more workers across transportation, trade, and processing. Ghanaian cocoa is prized for its rich, distinctive flavor, a favorite among premium chocolate makers worldwide. What's remarkable is that most of the cocoa comes from small, family-run farms, often using traditional and increasingly sustainable methods. While much of the crop is exported to countries like the US, Canada, Germany, France, China, and Brazil, a portion stays within Ghana. Locally, cocoa is transformed into powder, butter, chocolate, and other sweets, found in both homes and markets. Cocoa is more than a commodity here. It's a source of pride, identity, and stability for Ghana's economy and its people. Number 5. A flavorful and vibrant cuisine. Ghana's culinary scene is a feast for the senses, bold, hearty, colorful, and full of stories. Let's start with Eater, also known as Odo, a dish made from mashed yam or plantain topped with boiled eggs and roasted groundnuts. It's a classic comfort food, simple, satisfying, and rich in tradition. Then there's Banku, a fermented mix of corn and cassava dough. Cooked to a smooth, doughy consistency, it's usually served with grilled tilapia or rich pepper sauces. Banku and tilapia is a must-try combo, a true Ghanaian staple. Next is Connemire stew, made from cocoyam or taro leaves. Often cooked with dried or salted fish, this nutritious green stew is usually served with boiled eggs, sweet potatoes, or plantains. It's both earthy and flavorful. Craving a spicy snack? Try kelawale, diced ripe plantains marinated in chili, ginger, garlic, and fried to golden crispiness. Found all over Accra, it's a street food favorite that hooks you from the first bite. Number 4. Panifest, where African culture shines. Held every 2 years in July or August, Panifest, short for the Pan-African Festival, is one of the most powerful cultural celebrations in Ghana and across Africa. First organized in 1992, Panifest was created to promote unity among African nations, reconnect the African diaspora, and celebrate the shared cultural identity of people of African descent worldwide. The event is a spectacular mix of music, poetry, storytelling, dance, and drumming, each performance carrying centuries of history and tradition. One of the highlights is the regal procession of tribal chiefs and their wives, parading with elegance and pride to the deep, resonant beat of African drums. Before opening day, communities spend weeks preparing, crafting costumes, choreographing performances, and perfecting rituals. And once the ceremonies begin, the atmosphere comes alive with color, rhythm, and spiritual energy, drawing visitors from all over the world. From powerful ancestral tributes to electrifying dances, Panifest is where African pride takes the spotlight and history meets celebration. Number 3. Ghana's matriarchal traditions. Among Ghana's many unique societal structures, one that stands out is its matrilineal heritage, especially among the Akan people. In these communities, lineage and inheritance are traced through the mother's side, a tradition that shapes leadership, succession, and property rights. For instance, even though a king may reign, his successor is not his own son, but rather his sister's son. It's a fascinating balance. Men often hold power, but that power is passed down through women. This cultural structure reflects Ghana's deep respect for maternal lineage, emphasizing that a family's future is anchored in its women. Number 2. A nation of many languages. Ghana is a country rich in linguistic diversity. Two of the most widely spoken local languages are Twi, predominantly used by the Ashanti people in the central and southern regions, and Dogbani, spoken in the north. These languages, passed down orally through generations, are deeply rooted in Ghana's history, storytelling, and social traditions. Today, English serves as the official language, a legacy of colonial history, and functions as a bridge between Ghana's many ethnic groups. It's used widely in education, government, and business, with roughly half the population able to communicate in it. Interestingly, while Ghana is surrounded by French-speaking neighbors like Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, and Burkina Faso, None of its bordering countries use English as a primary language. This gives Ghana a unique linguistic identity within West Africa. Number 1. Naming traditions based on day of birth. One of the most beautiful and meaningful traditions in Ghana, especially among the Akan people, is naming children based on the day of the week they were born. These names are more than labels. They are believed to reflect a child's personality, spiritual energy, and life path. For example, a boy born on Friday may be named Kofi, and a girl born on the same day, Afua. Saturday births might yield names like Kwam for boys or Amma for girls, symbolizing strength and reliability. And Sunday-born children might be called Kwasi or Akasua, names that convey charm and adaptability. These names connect people to their roots and ancestors, and they carry social and spiritual significance. Just asking someone, "What day were you born?" can spark a meaningful conversation, a reminder of the strong community ties woven into Ghanaian culture. Even globally, this tradition is recognized. Just think of Kofi Annan, the former UN Secretary General, whose name told a story of his origins before he even spoke a word. So there you have it, 15 fascinating facts about Ghana, a country rich in culture, history, and heart. From sacred waterfalls to cocoa farms, from traditional stews to spiritual naming customs, Ghana's identity is as vibrant as it is inspiring. If you enjoyed the journey, don't forget to like, share, and follow for more videos just like this one. And remember, this video is for reference only. Please do your own research before making any travel or cultural decisions. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.